So, market analysis part two. So we've got our bearish bias in play below the trend line on dollar yen, and that analysis is on the prior video. Unless we get a break of resistance for a move up. Now over to gold, we're still accumulated above the upper third, above the lower third of the 100 bit box, the 1000 bit box. This is the third day of moving higher. We had the breakup shorts that were being trapped. Now we've come up into a 38.2 of the bearish impulse. Now we've come up to the high. So we've got Williams speaking now, advocating higher rates. Coming up into the highs of the day again. We had this reconstruction there, subsequent sell-off into support, London lows, a reversal back up. If this were to hold, then we could be looking for the short, given that we're at the highs of the week's 3 levels of rise. For me, the move was 1, 2, 3. You had the W formation. You've got the engulfment, and then move up into the highs. I'd be reluctant to take that because of this resistance. It's the high of the week, but the target, as I mentioned, news that I wrote earlier in the week, bulls looking for a 50% mean reversion, well above 1870. So that can continue higher in my mind. So mixed messages really from Williams. He's hawkish, talking about 25 basis point hikes are fine for now, but there are risks to the upside of inflation due to the data. On gold, I can't see anything happening here that we can take advantage of. Cable holding at the support. We haven't had the 3 pushes we're looking for, but 1, 2, and up. Some broken structures moving back in. Could these be the lows for the day? Could this be an opportunity to go long? Probably. We are 1 minute away from the cash open in New York. Now we could be getting our third push at the moment. We'll just wait and see how this pans out. Right, we're getting a break below this trend line. So we're seeing some initial dollar strength from Williams. So we're seeing the pump up, and now we're looking for the dump. So with CAD, we've put an alarm. This is the new low of the day here, the 5-minute chart. If we can get a break below that level, we'll be looking for shorts. Dollar yen, stop hunt into the highs of the sessions. So there's nothing to do here until the break of this trend line. So set the alarm. Cable, we're seeing our third push being played out. 1, 2, 3, potentially. We want to see a break out of here. So hypothetically, if this were to stall here, then we've got a minus 272 target at 121.20 for the scalp on the push up. We could have a V bottom being put in. Now reviewing this goal, a bit late to the party really, but we're on the backside of that trend. It's broken the structure, it's come back up and it's subsequently moving lower. I've taken a short on that. I'm late to this, so this might not work out. But I'm banking on a break of the US session lows and targeting lower still towards the lows of last week. This is on the basis that we've broken these lows here, so it's a break of structure. Right, we're making new lows for the US session, which is great. So the target is about 26 ATR. So yeah, $26 is the daily ATR that aligns with the weekly low, last week's low. Now we can't move to break even yet. We've still got the 20. We've still got this pullback that can come into the 38.2, the 50. We've got our stop at the 61. I'm going to be looking for the reversal on this cable. CAD, dollar yen, later in the day. We just need to see some more out of this gold. Will it blow off before the reversal? What we want to see now is a break of these lows, and we can put it in a break even. We can take some money off. There's a high probability that this can come back up. We're hoping the structure here will hold on the 5-minute chart. Still not quite at 38.2, so it can still come up maybe into here. With this as resistance. Right, this 15-minute scenario isn't looking particularly bearish at the moment. We've got this higher club, we've got this wick that is not being filled within this 15-minute candle, indicating a correction up, putting us under heat. Now, given that we were late into the trade, we should have sold higher up. But I was looking at the other currencies. This could well put us under heat. I don't really want to be sitting through that pressure, so I'm thinking of taking some off and moving to break even and calling it a day on it. The mistake was not getting in early enough. It should have been up. Should have been selling this. We had the break of the trend line here at the high of the day. This could have been regarded as the candle to sold on, or even this here, the engulfment of the correction, and that's where our stop is. So right now we'd be running nicely in profit, having taken some off at break even, with a stop right up above here somewhere. So we've taken a load off and we've moved to break even and closing it down for the day. And looking to the other opportunities in cable, Canadian dollar, dollar yen. So with dollar yen, we are looking for this to bump and grind along here for the capitulation of the balls. Now we've got our sort of double top in place. We've got this M formation topping pattern. Break of the micro bullish trend line. We've got the lows of the day here being broken, tested. So we're looking for a close below. Okay, well, it's been tested. Now we're looking for bearish hammers. Now, we are on the front side still of the more major, broader bullish trend. Just set an alarm on this. This needs to be an important level. If we get a close below there on a 1 minute basis, we'll be actively looking to do something with this. Right, lovely. So we've got this, what we were looking for. Um, we had a sort of semi break of this low of the day. Now we've got taken out break even, a little bit of money made on the trade. Um, now, I just run through a fear of missing out scenario on this over here. Now, I figured that on this break of the triangle, that would be heading lower. Most breakouts fail, so remember that. And subsequently, what I wanted to do, well, it doesn't matter, I mean, I would have been stopped out anyway. I wanted to get out on, I wanted to get in on this pullback into here. So I was trying to set up a sell limit. And if I got that sell limit up in here with my stop above, I still would have been stopped out. So I was looking to add to the position, trying to be clever, and that failed. Um, Subsequently, I was stopped out. So we're minus 0.5R. tinkering with what we already had in place. Anyway, so the thesis is now that we're looking to sell high dollar CAD and yen. So far, dollar CAD is giving us the not quite still on the front side. It's actually dollar yen that's giving us. So that's the low of the day on CAD that we need to get below. One minute, okay. Less than. Close off. So let's get over to dollar yen where I think we might be getting earlier. Right, let's get this marked up properly. So we are looking for, let's look at the daily ATR. This quickly. Get rid of all this shite. So the daily ATR. Daily ATR is 170-ish. Pips. So the 170 pips comes in line with around about the 61.8. That is where we have our target set. Now we're going to apply a rule on these pumps and dumps that the 20 and 10 have to cross. So we've got the high of the day potentially set. We're coming into this cluster of support. If we can get below here and the trend line simultaneously, once we get our crossover, we'll go short. Now with cable, we've got a nice setup. We've broken the trend line. Just flipping back to yen, so we've got that alarm that's gone off. So we're now in bearish territory. We've got this M formation. 5-minute chart. And engulfment of whatever price action happens here to the downside would likely trigger our crossover on the moving averages for the sell.